Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome back to another episode of Jash Reads. Tonight, we continue Animorphs number 3, The Encounter by K.A. Applegate. I was jealous. Okay, if you ever have to be stuck as an animal, I think being a hawk is the coolest choice of all. But still, I was jealous. My friends were really enjoying being wolves. I guess it was a strange experience for them. I flew above the forest, skimming the tree tops, while down below they ran. They moved so fast, it wasn't always easy for me to keep up. Not that their actual speed was so great, it's just that they never stopped, never rested. They just moved at a constant 20 miles an hour or so, over fallen logs, between trees, under bushes. Nothing even slowed them down. Well, actually, that's not completely true. Uh, Two things slowed them down a little. One was Jake. He was the dominant male. In wolf packs, that's called an alpha. So he had a special wolf job to perform. Jake, just how many more times are you going to pee? Rachel demanded after his fifth stop. I I don't know. I kind of have to do it a lot, he admitted. Why? Did you drink too much soda before we left? I don't know, he admitted. I just keep getting this urge to pee. Your scent marking, Cassie explained. You're making out of territory. I am? Yes, you are. It's normal. For a dominant wolf. At least that's what my wolf book said. Although it's a little gross for the rest of us to have to watch. The other thing that slowed them down was when they stopped once and started to howl. It was Jake who started it. It caught everyone by surprise, including Jake himself. What the? Marco started to say, but then he was doing it too. Cassie and Rachel weren't far behind. I heard the yelling, of course, so I took a quick turn around a tree and headed back to them. What are you people doing? I demanded. We're in a hurry here. You guys can only stay in morph for 2 hours. Why are you wasting time howling? I don't know, Jake admitted sheepishly. I just suddenly felt like it would be a good idea. Once he started, I kind of felt like I should join in, Rachel said. I think it's a way to warn all the other wolves that we're here, so we don't run into any other packs and get in fights, Cassie suggested, which sounded perfectly reasonable. Until you saw that Cassie had her head tilted back and her snout pointing at the sky and was yodeling like an idiot. I flapped my wings and broke out from under the trees. The city and the suburbs were far behind me now. We had traveled pretty far in an hour's time. It was about the same time of day as my second sighting of the invisible ship, the time when it had been heading toward the mountains. I swooped back down into the trees. You guys keep moving. I'm going up top to look around. Be careful, Rachel said. I look I banked left around a tree, then flapped my way back up into the sun. I climbed hard and fast, using a lot of energy. The exercise helped distract me. It's hard feeling sorry for yourself when you're working out big time. After a while, I was able to catch a nice thermal and get some easy altitude. I could still see the little wolf pack moving like it had a single mind, flowing around the trees, swift and sure. I tried to imagine what it must be like to be a wolf. The amazing sense of smell, the incredible hearing, all that confident power, those ripping teeth, the cool intelligence. Maybe later I would ask Jake or Rachel about it. Then you could ask them what it was like to be human. Maybe they can tell me about that too, I thought bitterly. Stop it, Tobias, I ordered myself. Stop it. I guess I felt that if I ever started to feel really sorry for myself, I might never stop. I kept a sharp eye out on the sky above, but it was probably still too early for the ship to come. If it even came. There was no reason to think it kept some kind of schedule. Then, down below, I saw something that caught my attention. There was a convoy of trucks and jeeps moving along a narrow, snaking dirt road. Maybe 5 vehicles. They had the markings of the Park Service, but they seemed to be in a big hurry. They drove to a lake that I had just glimpsed up ahead. By the shore of the lake, they pulled off the road. Then, to my surprise, several dozen uniformed men jumped from the trucks and began to fan out through the woods. They were carrying guns, but not rifles or even pistols. I could see them clearly. They were carrying automatic weapons. Suddenly, movement in the sky. What the? To my left, I spotted a pair of helicopters. They zipped just inches above the trees. They began to circle the lake. These also had Park Service markings. This is all wrong, I told myself. These guys don't act or move like park rangers. These guys move like an army. 2 people, they look like college types, were cooking over a little fire outside the tent. I could see the expressions of total amazement and fear when they suddenly realized they were surrounded by 6 men with automatic weapons. The 2 campers were marched back to the nearest truck and driven away at high speed. I don't know what story the 2 campers were told. Maybe the park rangers told them there was a dangerous fugitive in the area, or maybe they said there was a forest fire. I don't know. I just know those 2 campers were out of there before they knew what hit them. The 2 choppers circled the lake. Then they landed in a small clearing at the far side of the lake at the same time. It was more than a mile away, far, even for my hawk's eyes, in the slanting light of afternoon, but I could still see what came out of those helicopters. Out they leapt, one after another. 7 feet tall. Most dangerous looking creature you'll ever want to see. Foot long, razor sharp blades raked forward from their snake heads. More blades at their elbows, wrists, and knees. Feet like Tyrannosaurus Rex. The shock troops of the Yerks. Hork-bajir warriors. And that's the end of this chapter. And one thing that actually bugs me about this chapter is the term alpha is incorrect. I believe even the guy who made up the term was just didn't like that's used because it's not real. What he thought were alphas, the leaders of the pack, were just very dedicated fathers, basically. I'll have to re-look up wolf terms, but yeah, that's alpha isn't actually a real thing. So I sometimes use it in my own writing, and I don't know how popular that knowledge that alpha wasn't a real term was when this was written, so might give her some slack for that. I mean, they do a good job with keeping up with animal facts in the series. There are some inconsistencies with the real life animals. And I wanted to bring up one, but that's going to be a morph in a future book. So yeah, I considered that a little bit just towing the line. I basically towed the line a little too much. So yeah. Yeah. But as for plot wise, like, Tobias wants to join in, and this chapter again reminds us that he doesn't like pity. He doesn't like people feeling sorry for him. When he's talking to himself, going, yeah, I can't start asking what the morphs are like, or else I might just start down this path. So, what do you think about this chapter? Please comment below. And remember, no major spoilers. Minor spoilers, okay, but major ones, no. If you want to talk spoilers with me, there's a link in the description to go to my Ask box on Tumblr, and there I will be happy to answer any spoiler-related questions. And I'm doing this because I sort of hope that maybe someone gets interested in Animorphs by watching these videos, and so I don't want, major things spoiled for them. And if you have watched this video and you're like, hey, this actually seems a little bit interesting, I want to, know more, there's also a link in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you're watching this on my bloggity blog, there's a link. There's an ad underneath the video where you can buy the third Animorphs books and, read it for yourself. Yeah, please like this video. Please subscribe. No, please. I blog for attention. I need someone to notice me. That's not pathetic sound at all. It is. So, like, subscribe. And with me tonight, Mr. Orange, and I forget the monkey's name, if we even named the monkey. And I don't believe we named either the crocodile or the turtle. And if you want to suggest a name for either of them, please comment down below too. Yeah, just I don't think you can. I don't. Yeah, it doesn't look like you can see this on your end, but the turtle only has one eye, so if that affects any naming, hey. And tomorrow, I'm going to go to my primary care physician to get my gallbladder ultrasound reviewed. So yeah, it's like I've been trying to keep thoughts away of possibly getting cut open. I know it's probably minor. I think this. But just the thought. I know I'll be under. But it's just like. I mean, last few times I've had anesthesia, I had them put a tube going down my throat to check if I had an ulcer or anything. Yeah. And I don't know, it's very weird anesthesia. I mean, the last time I think I heard like ringing is I don't like. Well, I would hate getting, being awake during the whole procedure too, so that's the better option. So, yeah. And Rev Resner was doing well. It the medical issues he was having are being resolved and not as severe as I thought. Of course, as I told you before, like I only do like no worry, and then I just worry for no reason and extreme. So, God, I forgot to introduce this. So this is the point of the episode where I drink a little sake, and if you want to join in, and you can just pick your favorite alcohol or liquor or whatever's lying around. If you don't drink alcohol for whatever reason, water. I'm drinking water tonight. Oot. Milk, orange juice, something healthy. So, first off, I'm glad that Rev Resner is not, no serious medical issues. No more severe than normal. And God for that. Hopefully he has a good birthday. And Avengers Infinity War is coming up soon. I hope that's actually good. Because I like really anticipating that. Really, really like it. I'm gonna go to see it now. And if you have anything you want me to, I don't. This isn't not praying, but it's like hopefully. What do you? I guess comment below of anything you hope for and you want me to announce during this segment. I guess before I think it. But yeah, okay. Comment below what hope for, if something good happened, if you want something better to happen. Comment below. And so we can do this next time. Yeah. Gosh. Lovely. Okay. So, hang on, let me. Okay, the next episode Jash reads will be more of Animorphs number 3 than Counter. And it should be airing Friday around 2 a.m. Now, this is the one where I'm actually uncertain if I'll be able to make it. just because I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow at the primary care physician. And then I don't know when I'll be going over to Rev Resner's for his birthday week. So for now, put it on your calendars, Animorphs number 3, the encounter. The next chapter, god damn it. Okay, let me make that into English. So put it on the calendar, Jash, the next episode. So put it on the calendars. Next episode, Jash reads, will be continuing Animorphs number 3, the encounter by Kay Applegate, and will be around 2 a.m. on Friday Eastern Standard Time. And if there are any changes, I will make a tweet about it, then pin it to the top. So, and my Twitter is @Jashikins. So, woot. And until next video, goodbye.